J'onn J'onzz was a scientist and a peacekeeper on his home planet of Mars, where he lived happily with his wife and daughter. He was part of a race of green-skinned Martians who had incredible powers, such as telepathy, shapeshifting, invisibility, flight, and super strength. One day, he received a psychic warning from an unknown source, telling him to investigate a potential threat to his world. He followed the signal to a remote location, where he found a strange device that looked like a giant metal brain. As he approached the device, it activated and opened a portal to another planet, Earth. J'onn was pulled through the portal by a powerful force, leaving behind his family and his world. He arrived in the laboratory of Dr. Erdl, a human scientist who had built the device to contact alien civilizations. Dr. Erdl was shocked and terrified by the sight of J'onn, who tried to calm him down with his telepathy. However, Dr. Erdl suffered a heart attack and died before he could reverse the process and send J'onn back to Mars. J'onn was stranded on Earth, alone and confused. He used his shape-shifting ability to disguise himself as a human and learned about the culture and history of his new home. He discovered that humans were not as advanced or peaceful as Martians, and that they feared and hated anything different from them. He also learned that Mars had suffered a terrible fate. A civil war between the Green Martians and their evil counterparts, the White Martians, had resulted in a genocide that wiped out almost all life on the planet. J'onn's wife and daughter were among the victims of this tragedy. J'onn decided to use his powers for good and to protect the Earth from any threats, both alien and human. He adopted the identity of J'onn J'onzz, a detective in the city of Middletown, where he solved crimes and fought injustice. He also joined forces with other superheroes who shared his ideals, such as Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, and Flash. Together, they formed the Justice League, a team of Earth's greatest defenders. J'onn became known as the Martian Manhunter, a name that reflected his origin and his mission. J'onn faced many enemies and challenges throughout his career as a superhero, such as the White Martians who tried to invade Earth several times, the villainous Despero who wanted to conquer the galaxy, and the Anti-Monitor who threatened to destroy all reality. He also faced his own personal demons, such as his loneliness, his guilt over his failure to save Mars, and his fear of fire, which was his only weakness. Despite these hardships, J'onn never gave up on his quest for peace and justice. He remained loyal to his friends and allies in the Justice League, and he became one of the most respected and beloved heroes in the DC universe.